Hello and welcome to this special episode of the Roll Bravely podcast. We thought it might be fun and in keeping with the holiday season to do something a little different. So tonight only, we'll be playing a heavily modified version of Magpie Games' Bluebeard's Bride. A wonderful and twisted feminine horror game with heavy gothic horror elements. To the extent we get it right, credit to the team of wonderful creatives who put it together. And to the extent we get it wrong, mea culpa. We hope we can freak you out just a little bit, elevate the blood pressure just a few points. And most of all, we hope we can provide an enjoyably frightening experience for those of you listening. This game intentionally explores antiquated and outdated tropes and themes surrounding women and womanhood, their place in society, their roles and responsibilities, and how they are viewed by the men and other women in their lives. This is meant, at least in our interpretation, to ask us how we still, perhaps unintentionally, see those things present in our own lives. How those expectations and restrictions still create terror and uncertainty in the people who surround us every day. That said, we hope to handle it with a delicate hand and ask for grace and understanding where you feel we do not. Subject matter may not be appropriate for all individuals, and we advise listeners to use their discretion in engaging with or continuing to engage with the content provided. Hello. Welcome. Come in. Stay a while, why don't you? Take a seat by the fire. Relax. Would you like to hear a story? We've got a good one for you. The story of the bride of Marquis Renaud Bluin, the mysterious lord of Chateau de Argenterie, who the locals refer to only as Bluebeard. Rumors insist he is part fae, or a vampire lord, or a devil from the nine hells. Others that he is an angel, trapped here by antagonists on all sides. That he has sailed to the Summer Vale, to the Smoldering Isles, and all the world between them. That he collects jewels, artifacts of dead religions, ancient sculptures, powerful talismans, and perhaps women themselves. 1 week ago, the Marquis arrived at your family farm, alone, and looking for shelter for the night. He regaled your family with stories of his travels and exploits, of the fantastic beasts he'd bested and slayed, of the wise men he'd outsmarted. All the while, the two of you could hardly take your eyes from one another. Though you consider yourself a fair and chaste maiden, you were discovered compromised when your father flew into a fury. Bluebeard intervened, offering gems, servants, horses, and land as recompense for the perceived indiscretion, actual or otherwise. Your father, however, would have none of it and insisted you be sent from the home to retire from society among the nuns of the south or the monks among the dragon's teeth. At last, almost sadly, Bluebeard relented and stated that he would take you for his wife, a fate at which you did not immediately bristle, but which you did not either ask for. And so this die was cast, the thread woven and your fate sealed. But to what end? On the day of your wedding, your bridegroom waited on a dais of white marble, ordained by pale oleanders, frail pink hibiscus, and orchids black and purple. The rites were administered in accordance with Korab, god of the seas and open oceans, and you were adorned with the black rose of Chernobog, as is the custom of your family and people. As part of this ritual, you were made to give each other certain gifts. Now I would ask, Virgin, what gift did you bring for your husband on your wedding day?
My body.
Okay. It's a good one.
That's what virgins do.
Yeah. Okay.
I like it. Upon the marriage altar, you place a wedding gown, a nightgown of silk and lace, presented as your own chastity to your husband for all future. Now, who else do we have here? The witch. What did you bring for your husband on your wedding day?
I don't know. We'll say like a little pouch that's like all wrapped up, and inside of it is something fleshy. You know, it's like it's wrapped in twine.
A token of the secret knowledge possessed by all women. What did you bring for your husband on your wedding day?
A book of rules.
A book of rules. Love it. And last but not least, Kenny, I believe you settled on the Animus, but let me know if I'm mistaken and tell us what you brought for your husband on your wedding day.
I bring to my husband a tie that is made out of a certain fabric that doesn't loosen as easily as you might think.
So a noose.
A little bit of a noose, yeah.
Oh, but okay. As you place these gifts upon the wedding altar, Bluebeard takes from the pocket of his jacket a ring of keys, and he tells you, as my wedding present to you, I give you my entire world. These keys access every room within this estate. They give you full run of the grounds, and I encourage you to take from them what you will. Enjoy what you can. All keys, save this one. And he turns the keys to a plain key made of white bone with just a hole in the center where it loops into the key ring and is otherwise entirely plain. This key is the key to my parlor. It is my own private space, my own private room. And you shall have rooms of your own as well, but this is mine. I ask that you do not enter. And he places the keys upon the wedding altar. No sooner has he done this than the doors to the chapel are thrown open and a thin, tall man in a tattered suit emerges from the blinding light beyond. He has thin, leathery skin that seems almost stretched, skeletal tight across his body. His few long strands of hair blow in seemingly unnatural directions, moving as if sensing unseen forces in the world, akin to the whiskers on a cat. The room hushes instinctively. All eyes begin to track the man as he approaches your husband. An envelope appears in his hand. Was it there before? Did you see him reach into the pocket of his coat to fetch it? There's a sense like vertigo as reality seems to shift in some small way under you, even as you dismiss the importance of such a minor observation. On your wedding day, so easy to overlook so much. So understandable to be the least bit self-involved. Still, you can't shake that something did not happen just now which should have. Your husband takes the letter from the man. The servant turns his face toward you, smiling. You see the glassy, sea glass blue irises of his eyes and the yellowed sclera, which seem to both see you and look through you. He bows his head and exits behind the wedding altar. The remainder of the ceremony continues. And once you are done and at the reception, your husband takes a seat next to you. He turns to you and tells you, I am sorry, darling, but I must be away. I have business elsewhere that requires my immediate attention. I shall return in a few days' time. In the meantime, I hope that you take your leave of the grounds and explore as you see fit. And he pats your hand. Without waiting for response, he stands and marches from the reception hall. The reception is beautiful. All of the most powerful people in Taranatala are present. Vampire lords, liches, merchants, those who you've grown up under the watchful, fearful eye of. And they are lovely to you, polite, kind, caring. The night ends and you retire to your bedchamber. A full-length mirror greets you as you begin to undress from your wedding gown into more reasonable clothing. I'd like each of you to describe some physical trait or characteristic of the bride. We can begin with second verse, same as the first. Why don't we begin with the virgin?
Can we go with somebody else first?
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Let's go with the witch.
Huh?
Some
something
physical
describe
characteristic. Could be scar, height, hair color, eye color, anything.
She got really dirty fingernails and feet.
So even here, as best she's done to clean herself to be presented to sort of high society, she has kind of the indices and remnants of her rural agrarian life still attached to her fingers and toes.
Yeah. They're a little black,
little brown.
Yeah.
Animus.
She has faint now, but like scratch marks that are scars running from like behind her hair, or the hair behind her ears, like down past behind her jaw. It looks like maybe she got from someone fighting back.
Fighting back, okay.
Freaky.
The mother.
She has real dark circles under her eyes. Like she just is always tired. Even when she's really well rested, tired.
That is a very mother characteristic you've come up with. And
So imaginative.
I don't know where I got it. It just came to me.
yeah, just
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
like that in your life or anything. Last but not least, the virgin.
Real easy on
Names
the
are,
eyes.
like soft.
Yeah, very young, innocent looking,
Very young,
soft features.
right? Despite some hardships in her prior life, she is still a young woman, still finding her place in the world. You change into clothing more appropriate for the time of night, which is approaching midnight, and before the bell rings, a handmaiden, elderly, probably in her late 50s, slips into the room, and she's just kind of looking at the floor, shuffling sideways. She's going to say, "Ma'am, is there anything I can do for you, ma'am, before you turn in for the evening?" Sorry,
Can
so
any of us speak?
yeah, here's the thing. Actually, we should figure that out. So the way the game operates, and I should have explained this already. Yeah,
We should figure out how to play the game.
Each of you are a characteristic of the same person. So you, at any given time, only one person is in control of the bride, and that changes with regularity. Now, whoever is not in control can make suggestions or offer advice, but ultimately, when the decision is made, that decision is made and voiced by the person who is currently in control of the bride. We'll decide initial control, although the book does have a separate system that we've kind of eschewed for time's sake, but it is good. We're not skipping it for no reason, or we're not skipping it for...
And I might have missed it, but
Okay, so the mother has the ring first and is currently piloting the bride. In terms of, and this is one of the things I kind of like about Powered by the Apocalypse games, to answer your question about how the day went, I provided some information. If you'd like a recap of it somewhat, I can give that, but also like it encourages you as the players to fill in some of that with me as well. So I would ask the mother, how do you feel about the afternoon? You've just gotten married, and yet moments following your wedding day, your husband went away on business, which, you know, is something that you knew could happen, although you probably didn't expect it this quickly. He's wealthy and a known traveler. And you were kind of left in this high society bubble after that. The food was excellent. There was dancing, if you care for that. But there are reasons to believe you may have had a good or bad time. How do you feel like the evening went?
I think it's unbelievable that he would leave me so soon after our wedding. I felt like he was ignoring me most of the wedding day. Like, I know he has to speak to his parents and, you know, family that came, but felt neglected.
So, feeling irritated, annoyed. You expected today to be what dreams are made of, and yet you can't help but feel like an afterthought at your own wedding. You sit here now in your large bed chamber with your 4-post bed. What do they call those things? Why am I blanking on it? Those, like...
4-post bed?
Nah, those dressers where ladies used to, like, do their hair and shit, like...
Vanity.
Vanity! Yeah, vanity. A finely ordained vanity. More clothes than you've had in your entire life, than your family has had in their entire life. There are multiple doors attached to your room, whereas in your prior life, you probably shared space with your parents and siblings, maybe separated by cloth or bays of hay. The woman once more is going to say, "Pardon, ma'am, but you seem tense. I understand weddings can be stressful.
Tell her to mind your business.
Would you like me to draw a bath?"
Do you have milk of the poppy?
You just want some heroin? Yeah, I can get you heroin.
What time of, like, what year is this? I was going, like, Game of Thrones.
Sorry,
Yeah,
and also,
yeah.
sorry, and then also, like, for making suggestions, do we just pop in and, like, say something like that, or should I?
Yeah, so once we start exploring the manor, basically, what I'll do is I'll go around the table and just be like, hey, if you've got an action you want to take, you know, like, I believe you can do things like examine an item in the room or whatever. I'll let the people not in control take those actions first, and then the person in control can kind of listen to whatever, you know, they've said, and then ultimately decide how they interact with the room beyond that initial.
Oh, okay. So just shut up until you ask.
Yeah, or
So back
it's
in
up to
the
you,
room.
whatever.
You can
Yeah,
just say
you're
yes.
catching
You can just say
on.
yes.
So, for instance, there are maiden moves. Every player can take one in turn, aside from the mother, who is currently in control. You can investigate a mysterious object. You can care for someone, or you can take stock in the room. You also may have additional maiden actions identified on your card. Yeah, so like for instance, when you look at the Animus, they have 3 independent actions. So when they investigate a mysterious object, which is a maiden movement, they can break it and ask follow-up questions. Basically like obtaining additional information by destroying or dismantling whatever object they have possession of.
Yeah.
So we're kind of in that zone right now. You are in your room. This servant has asked whether you require anything more, whether she can draw you a bath. We'll start with the Animus and then go around until we land at the mother, who can ultimately decide how to take the next move.
Yell at her and tell her that how dare she asks you about your feelings, but to draw your bath quietly. I don't know how fucking furiously I'm supposed to be playing this character, but
I think that's up to you. Like,
She sounds like she's gonna be a bitch if
She sounds like a real cunt.
She just got married, right? That's all we know?
Yeah.
That's all you
That's
know.
all you know.
Who the fuck are you to ask me? No, just
I know as much as you.
I don't know. So the description I got when the character was given to me was
Just play yourself.
Her wrath and fury, innately violent and aggressive.
Oh, all right.
I got don't be fucking nice.
Okay.
Yeah. It is. It's she is the, you know, you represent the anger and the hurt and the like lack of vulnerability in the character. You're almost sort of, I mean, they're all inversions of each other, right? Whereas like the virgin is like, she believes in people, she is romantically inclined, not just in terms of like partnership with her husband, just in the way she views the world, right?
How about you don't treat me like I don't understand what I just read?
God damn it. You nailed it.
You gave it to you gave me this character, okay?
Just fucking nailed it. We'll move on to the virgin. You're in this room. Is there anything you would like to investigate or any advice you have for the mother before moving forward? Right.
I would just have the maid get the bed ready.
Okay. And the witch.
I'll tell, you said the mother? Yeah. Michelle?
Yeah.
I'll tell the mother to let me, how am I trying to say this? Like, to let me ask her questions about the man. And, the witch's, like, personality is, like, trying to grab whatever, something sharp so I can cut myself. Like, the palm of my hand to draw some blood.
Wait. I'm confused. What is the witch asking? To get information about my husband?
I'm asking you to let me talk to the woman. So, but like there's an urge for our body to like cut my palm, like our palm, to spill blood.
Yeah. You can also feed her questions if you want to. She doesn't have to ask them, but you're free to feed them as well. So, absent that, what do you do? Boy, I just can't deal with the psychological weirdness of calling you mother. So what are you going to do, Michelle?
You got to call me mother. I'm not going to answer until you call me by my name.
Ah, shit. All right. What is the mother going to do?
First I'm going to scold. What's the maid's name?
She hasn't given it to you.
Lisa. I'm just going to call you Lisa. I don't know why my clothes aren't in order by color. First of all. Second of all, while I'm doing that, while I touch something sharp, I cut my hand, and then the witch comes out. Witch personality.
Oh. Okay. Nice. So you pass the ring to the witch after scolding servant Lisa for not having your clothes color coordinated. Witch, what you doing?
Oh, also, I will use my thing called the medium. So I'll spill some of my own blood to commune with the horrors in the room. And it says I can mark one trauma and the groundskeeper will share whisperings about... I'm assuming this is... Right? Is she the groundskeeper? Or
I'm the groundskeeper, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, there you go. You're the groundskeeper. DM. And I'm going to ask her, but maybe through, my little witchiness, she can tell me who the thin man was.
Yeah. You take a trauma. When you get to 5 trauma, your personality shatters. So you're asking her, and she's just like, oh, he's a good man. He runs the estate well. He treats us right, better than I've been treated in my whole life. And you hear these whispers coming from all corners of the room. She lies.
When I hear she lies, I'll slap her and I'll tell her to tell me the truth.
Yes, well, I don't lie per se. He's a good man, but the home is strange. Oh,
hand
God, no! The home! It's cursed, it seems, yes. Accidents befall everyone. I've never seen him raise a hand to a servant or a wife, but it does seem as though terrible things do happen to those who stay here for any amount of time. Myself and my husband, the head waiter, being the notable exceptions. And then from the vanity, you just hear the like whispering that's just going to tell you what is seen is not what is reflected.
What is seen is what?
Not what is reflected. At that,
Yeah, I'll pass it on to the mother.
no,
Anyone else want to crack at her?
ma'am,
Yeah.
if you have no further questions, I would appreciate your leave to either draw you a bath or let you be on your night.
I'm the one answering, right?
Yep.
Sorry, we got off on the wrong foot. Is your name Lisa?
You can be, yes. My name is Lisa.
Okay, hi Lisa. Yes, draw me a bath.
Hello.
Thanks.
I will. As she's like leaving, she opens a large wooden door, just like off to the east of the room. She passes through, muttering like, "I do miss being Margaret." And she closes the door behind her. You hear the sound of water being like poured from pails, and then the sound of like a dumbwaiter being like dragged up through the wall as more pails of water go in. This continues for several minutes.
Is it warm water or cold water?
You are still in your bedroom. You can go to the bathroom and find out.
I guess I'll go to the bathroom. Naked.
Okay. Oh. You just stride in and all your
70s
wedding
glory.
night glory. Okay. The gardener walks in with big hedge clippers and she's yeah, you see the old woman. She's dragging these like heavy pails from across the floor, water like splashing over the edges. The floor itself is a dark marble. The walls seem to be wallpapered in a color somewhere reminiscent between sand and blood. The pool or the tub itself is just this giant clawed like four leg tub in just kind of the center of the room. It's about half full of water. Steam is rising from it. It appears to be quite warm.
Beautiful. That's audible.
Oh, yes. I'll finish filling it, but feel free to get in whenever you prefer. Let me know when you have enough water. And
Okay. When I lay down or get into the tub, I'm just examining Lisa, Margaret. Just kind of like looking her up and down, kind of judging her.
so we'll call that investigate a mysterious object.
Do I roll?
No, you don't actually have to for this one. So you kind of like are eyeing her, and as you eye her, you see there's a discomfort as she takes the pails from the dumbwaiter and seems to lift them almost with ease before setting them on the floor and dragging them with great difficulty to where the tub is.
Interesting.
Are you gonna get in the bath at this point?
I'm already laying in it.
Oh, okay. You get in the bath and lay at some point. You notice that the sound has stopped. She is no longer bringing water. And when you sit up, eyes open, You see, what color hair does the bride have?
Red.
You see,
Blonde.
I like red.
you see
Brown.
you see a red hair, long, floating in the water. Is it one of yours? Looks like it. You go to pick it up, and connected to it is another blonde hair.
Like, are they tied? Double knot? Sailor knot?
They are tied together, and before you can examine it too awful closely, you see more hair begin to rise from the tub. All different colors, lengths, thicknesses, appearing like textures you've never seen in your life, but hundreds and hundreds of different types until the tub itself is full of them, and they begin to wrap themselves around your limbs, attempting to pull you to the bottom of the bath.
I throw up. That's so gross.
All right. We'll say that this is a good opportunity to integrate a ring move called Shiver from Fear. So, when you shiver from fear, seeing this, as these hairs emerge, wrapping themselves around you, name the thing that you are most afraid of in this moment.
Being suffocated, swallowing the hair.
And as you do, the hair seems to crawl across you like tendrils. You ever watch Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
Yes.
It's kind of like that growing vine as it begins to infect your mouth, your ears, entering the corners of your eyeballs even.
I can't.
What are you gonna do in this moment?
The bitch needs to come out.
You can so you can either accept part of it into yourself. You can take a trauma and free yourself from it. And that's really it, yeah.
So it's either accept part of it to come inside of me, or accept the trauma?
Sort of. You can you can accept part of it. So basically the trauma of the event, like, you rationalize
I'll do that.
in a way that it, yeah, you do that. And as you do, you pull yourself from the tub, and you now have a bracelet made from what appear to be hundreds of different colored hair strands that is kind of woven and sits lightly upon your wrist. As you look at it, it becomes dear to you. You recognize the sacrifice of the women who have come before you in this house in making the home that you now reside in. The group gains a token of loyalty to Bluebeard. Somewhere, looks like you don't have it here, but the idea is, as we move through this, you will collect either 3 tokens of loyalty or 3 tokens of distrust. Once you have 3, you'll be faced with the ultimate decision of the game. So for now, you have 1 token of loyalty. Out of the bath, who do you pass the ring to?
Kenny's. He's in.
The animus.
Animus, you fool.
Animus.
Hey, you sound like the Venom. Who am I thinking of? The one with Tom Hardy.
Yeah. It did, both in spirit and in voice.
Yeah.
It did
Yeah.
very much sound like Venom.
I'll take it. I mean, cool.
Yeah. Okay, you climb from the bath as your personality begins to take control. You see this bracelet on your wrist and you feel connected to it. You scramble for your robe and you grab your robe, pull it across your back, and in the pocket are the ring of keys. You remove it hastily, pressing on the door handle to your own bedroom, which now is locked. You flip through the key rings. Which one comes up?
I grab a key that it seems to be bonded together. The handle is made of laced bone, and the part that you insert to the lock is spiky and sharp, like obsidian shards.
Yeah,
Put that into the keyhole.
Okay.
Pee hole.
The keyhole.
Whoa.
You jam the key into the keyhole, turning it, forcing the door open, and what appears before you is not your bedroom, but a long hall. The walls are lined with hunting trophies. As you look in, elk, deer, bear, all sorts of animals, each in a pose of terror and horror as its head hangs on sort of a wooden plaque. Down the way, maybe 20 pieces on the other side of the hall, is a man with small spectacles, kind of working on another piece. You can't quite see what he is doing, however, it appears to be taxidermy of some kind.
I'm gonna look at the doorway and make note of it, but just kind of like think it's weird. And then I'm just gonna walk down the hallway. And in a stern voice, not like totally as bitchy as I usually am, just like, "What are you doing here?" But not like here in this location, but like, "What are you doing here at the moment?" Like, what's at your hands? Like, interested in what he's doing, but approaching like violently almost.
Yeah, as you storm toward him, you see he's like got that like old man with the sewing kit kind of look, moving the needle back and forth. He looks up, startled by the sound of your voice. While this is happening, we'll go around the table and see if anybody wants to investigate an item in the room or do any of the other maiden actions that are listed on the action page. And we will start with, I guess, our former host, the mother.
Yeah. So to search the room, how do I do that?
Yeah, so again, it's a brand new game for us, so I definitely could be clearer as well. Part, again, of Powered by the Apocalypse is this idea that, like, you can look around the room and ask, like, do you see anything that looks, like, mysterious or out of place? You can also, since we're in a room of taxidermy and these, like, trophies, just tell me, like, oh, I see an animal I don't recognize. I want to investigate that piece. Like, we kind of create the world together. You have a lot more agency in this system than you do in like a typical, maybe a TTRPG that we're more used to playing. So
Do all
you can either,
do all the taxidermy animals look like actual animals, or did he like sew other things together?
yeah. So as you're moving through the room, you begin to see weird indiscretions. You look up at a bear, and you notice that the eyes within the face, they're not bear eyes. They look like the eyes of a human person. Again, you look across directly behind you. A large deer with a huge tree of antlers pops up, and yet the teeth in its mouth don't fit and appear to be human teeth. Right. As you proceed down the way, they stop appearing like animals at all, and by the time you reach the taxidermist, the last dozen or so that you have passed are the heads of women.
Do I?
Some eyeless, some without tongues, some with faces twisted in horror and others twisted in delight or ecstasy, but all women. You reach the taxidermist, and you can see he is working on a human head. Oh. Yes. Well, you're not supposed to be in here. I don't think, anyway. The master didn't tell me you'd be around, but how delightful. Are you here just admiring the work?
Yeah, I tried to not let him know that I'm bothered. So I'm just like, is it me answering or is it someone else?
So it is the animus, but you
Oh.
can kind of like push that towards the animus in terms of like, I don't think we should let him know that we're bothered by this.
I don't think we should let him know we're bothered by this.
And the witch?
I wanna slice my hand again. I wanna use my thingy, so I'll just be like, let me cut my finger out.
What are you gonna do, animus?
I'm gonna be irritated that he even asked me that, and I'm gonna be like, the master doesn't have to tell you where I'll be ever. I have run of the house, and I'll go as I please, go where I please.
Wait a
I
bit,
asked you a
cool.
question. What is it that you're doing
Yes.
here?
What is it that I'm doing? Well, I'm doing the work of my master, who has tasked me with holding all his dearest memories encased here forever. Both the good and the bad. This particular maiden, and he sort of like kind of drops it and then grabs the hair on top of the head and turns it towards you.
As that happens, I'm gonna kind of like get pissed that he moved towards me like that, but I'm also gonna lose control of the body and give it over to the virgin.
Okay. So, Virgin, you are now looking at a dead woman's hair, sort of or dead woman's head, sort of dark brown hair. The eyes are sewn shut. And he's just going to continue what he was saying, which is just like, she made the mistake of becoming overly familiar with Bluebeard's brother. Nothing happened, of course, but the master was not pleased with how often he caught her eyeing him, as it were. So, we've taken her eyes and collected a trophy so that he can remember not to trust so easily. Anyway, I'm about done here. Can I help you with something?
I jump back, like when he like drops the head, but and like try to keep my cool. I just tell him like, "Oh, she's very beautiful." Like I try to.
Look, I've just finished here, and well, I think he's going to reach up and just pass like a few strands of your hair through his like forefinger and middle finger as he's kind of like examining your face, not with like any sort of lust or desire, but as a butcher might view a cut of beef, or as a farmer might view a healthy crop. And he's just going to say, perhaps we should just get started already. I would hate for you to lose any of your luster. And at this point, actions that you can take as the virgin, or in general. So you can choose to either sort of embrace the horror by leaning into it and hoping that you can like get him on your side, or you can sort of try to like, you know, present yourself as like this innocent that like needs to be taken care of and maybe get him on your side. Where is the rest of list?
You said
Yeah, I feel like I
whore or
want to-
whore?
Horror.
Why are you screaming?
I feel like I want to present myself to him like like that like damsel in distress, or like no, not damsel in distress, like just ditzy, and that like he needs to help me, and that I don't want to appear like I'm on to anything or aware of what's going on.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and roll a d8 and add resilience if you have it.
I'll be right back.
Oh, you do. So roll a d8, whatever you get, roll a d12 and then add 1 to whatever your result is.
I'm sorry.
I ran.
A 6 or a 9?
A 6.
6.
A 6 total. You see that your innocence for a moment seems to distract him as he views you in that moment as a person. You're able to pull away, and yet you see his eyes clarify as he reaches for you, attempting to grab hold of you again, and he's just going to say, "No, I will have my trophy." He's going to attempt to grab you. You can either resort to violence or attempt to flee.
In order to kind of trying to keep the peace, I just like call him out on it and say that the master wouldn't like it, and then like leave.
And then I don't know if it makes a difference, but it was 6 + 1 for resilience, right?
For 7. Okay, so that's 7. Okay. So you do take 1 trauma, and yet he allows you to leave. Now, as part of exiting this room, you are allowed to propose a truth, which means you can either decide what you learned in this room indicates your husband is a good man, worthy of faithfulness, or that your husband is some kind of monster who is worthy of disloyalty.
What do I do?
Yeah,
I can choose either of those.
either of them. However, if you take a token of disloyalty, you gain an additional trauma. If you take a token of faithfulness, you heal 1 trauma.
I take faithfulness.
So you take no trauma as you flee from the room, insisting that your husband, had he known, would have had this man fired and gone from the building. After all, he promised you the run of his manor. He told you it was your home to be in as you see fit, and when he returns, you will ensure this man is punished for the liberty he has taken here. As you approach the door, let me know who you hand the ring off to.
The mother.
The mother.
I don't know why I always play evil.
You reach once more into the pocket of your nightgown, pull free the key ring. What does the key that you kind of grab look like?
My keys. My key of keys. It is my key of keys. It is burnt wood. Smells of mildew. Has a crack in it. Doesn't look like it could open much.
Just a stick?
Screams at you? No.
Yeah. You jam the key into the keyhole, turn it, open the door, and where last time you had fled the bathroom, you now see yourself in a great atrium, a menagerie.
I don't know what either of those are.
It's like a big bubble filled with... It's like a big bubble filled with plants and birds and shit.
Love that.
Greenhouse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
She said every-
Though some trees, some... you take a few steps within. So as the Animus, is there anything in this room that you see immediately that you want to take a closer look at? Whether it's one of the things I mentioned or something you think belongs in this space?
Is there any... Are there any plants that I like know to be like poisonous or deadly or anything like that? Or suspect heavily at least?
Yeah. You look around, and as you're kind of moving through, you see a specific type of orchid, which you know to be of moderately poisonous to people. The tea from the orchid has a tendency to cause those who ingest it to, in small doses, miscarry pregnancies, become ill, flu-like symptoms. In larger doses, may cause death. in human beings.
I want to pick some of it and put it in my pocket.
Sure. As you reach for it, you pluck a flower from the stem, and an audible scream enters your mind. The sound of, like, terror that ends in that, like, weird low rattle that men make when they die. You're distracted for a moment by this, and as you stare at the flower, you hear a voice around the corner. Have you come to learn the vintages? It's a tall, older woman. She's speaking to the mother.
Oh, I thought she was still talking to Kenny's character.
Nah, he just did something. And then we'll move to other people.
Yeah, the what?
The vintages, yes. We grow our own, or we produce our own wine here.
Ah. I've never seen vintages look like this. Unbelievable. Unreal.
Very much so, very much so. Please, would you come to the cellar with me? I can explain the details. Your husband would love for you to know. He is quite the enthusiast, and he takes special notice of those who are able to discuss wine with him in a knowledgeable manner.
Is she like sus? Like, am I getting real? I'm gonna kill you.
Bro, everybody's
Downstairs?
fucking sus here. Whole fucking place is
Yeah,
sus.
so-
We're sus.
So again, one of the actions you can take is to investigate a mysterious object, which could include her. So you take that action. This is a maiden move, doesn't require a roll necessarily. But she's kind of a stone sort of face. You think it's going to take some kind of connection to perhaps lower her guard one way or the other. Is there anything you think you could do to attempt to endear yourself to her or to anger as well? And then Virgin and Witch, if you've got ideas, feel free to chime in.
Again, to stay on everybody's best side, just like politely decline.
Okay.
Just a question in general. What does care for a servant mean? It's something that's a part of one of my thingies.
Yeah, so it just means you do something that like shows your earnestness or your willingness. So if, like, for instance, this person who, you know, for all intents and purposes seems ready to help you, or at least doesn't seem actively trying to harm you, but you're trying to sort of get in with them, maybe you can like offer them something, a day off, a meal, something like that, you know? And that is like a type of care, and they may or may not become cooperative with you at that point, depending on what you do to care for them.
Okay. I'll offer just like like some kind of like a exotic ingredient for wine.
Okay. You take the perhaps orchid, which is already in your hand from when the animus plucked it from its root, and hold it towards the woman. She views it, looks back at you, and says, "Oh, I see you do have a discerning taste in wine. The flower from this orchid imparts a beautiful, rich flavor into the vintages. However, it takes significant time for the toxins to dissipate and mutate in the alcohol. Sort of chemical reaction that occurs over years. Come with me. I have something for you."
Hey, you walk in front of me.
She walks for some time, You enter into a low-ceilinged building, and as soon as she opens the door, you see just a staircase going down into what is a basement.
No.
At the at the bottom of the stairs, you see casks lining the walls, all surrounded. The floor beneath you is just like kind of loose dirt. She's going to walk to a cask kind of in the center of the room, take a glass from the kind of shelving underneath it, and begin to pour a cup as she holds it out to you. And she'll say, "This is one of our finest vintages. It's just come into its own. I can teach you about it. Knowledge of it would greatly impress our lord."
I want to say under my breath, like, why am I trying to impress this guy?
It's your whole point of being, apparently.
Politely decline.
Oh.
I want her to try it first. Like, how are you supposed to drink? What is this, vintages? It's wine, though, right?
Yes. It's just wine.
Yeah, like, cause I've heard that you're supposed to like swirl in your mouth. Sniff it. What's the proper way? Can you show me?
Yes, of course. And you see, she's gonna take the cup, and she's just gonna like throw it back, and she's just going to kind of like say, "I've always found the best way to drink wine is to drink it."
Woman after my own heart.
But I understand the apprehension. The home has a reputation, and to be fair, it can be confusing. I hope you've found your way around with little trouble. Still, please, share a cup with me. And she will grab a second cup and pour it and hand it toward you as she refills the first.
I take her cup.
Okay. To the bride.
That's me. Already drunk.
Haven't even drank.
She's just going to say, "Long live Maria," and drink it down again.
Who's
Damn,
Maria?
is that her name?
Am I Maria? I'm not Maria.
Your name is not Maria.
Oh, fuck that. You better not drink that shit.
I don't. It's in my mouth and I spit it out, but like a spit take, like a.
As you spit it out, it is the color of coagulated old blood. You see the floor of the cellar sort of weep droplets of blood from underneath it. You look back up. The woman now is transformed, her bones cracking as she grows into some sort of hideous hag. She's going to just say, "Wasted it! You've wasted it!" She's going to reach for you with one long clawed hand. You have an opportunity to react. In this situation, I mean, feel free to do whatever you want. However, dirty yourself with violence is a possible option. You could also cry out for help, or embrace the horror.
I have to choose one of those, or I can do like my own thing.
Pretty much. Or, let's see. Or you can attempt to escape.
What was the first one?
You can either resort to violence.
That one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d12. Add your, I'm assuming, I don't know that the mother has any carnality, but
I don't even know
if
what that
you
is.
do, that's just like kind of being a hoe. That's kind of like,
No, she
likes
thinks
the
everyone else is a
carnales.
harlot. Everyone else is a harlot. She's not.
she does. She's got a +1 carnality.
Oh, I do.
Hey.
What a whore. A whore,
Yeah.
lady of the night. Okay.
Mom knows her way around it.
She was on vacation.
She's
Abroad.
I got 6.
6 total. Yeah, as you beat back at the monster, smashing your cup into its head as it approaches you. It drags a claw across your face. You're left with 4 large wounds. But when you smash it, it falls kind of into the barrels, knocking them from the shelves as they collapse on top of her. You hear the creature just like squeaking this high pitch, like as it attempts to pull itself from the wreckage, but cannot. The bride turns and attempts to flee from the room, but you must reveal a truth. The cup in your hand is it a sign that you trust your husband? Oh, you also take 1 trauma from being attacked. The cup in your hand, is it a sign of your husband's devotion to your lifestyle and the operation of the home, or is it an indication that he is a monster among monsters?
Not looking real good for him. He doesn't seem like a good guy. This is his house, right?
But he's
This
not
is his
doing
house.
anything.
These are
Yeah,
his
he's not-
people. They work for him.
But
yeah,
he doesn't.
but you thought
sleep.
it
He's
it was
gone.
wine also until after.
Yeah, he's gone. What if they are awesome in front of him and shitty behind his back? Which is why he's on
All
to
of
his.
them.
Yeah, bro.
His whole staff.
You've only met 2. Calm your tits.
Yeah. The
And
one
they
old
are
lady
both
made-
women. Maybe they're just obsessed with him. My husband's
one old-
innocent.
The one old lady drew you a very nice bath, even after you slapped the shit out of her and bled all over her.
The bath turned into hair.
Yeah,
not-
well,
not
that's the bath's fault. That's
Yeah.
Okay, so you're taking it as a token of devotion?
Yeah, I guess.
Does
Okay,
it have to be
you take-
devotion, or just we'll see?
Yeah, it's either devotion or sorry, token of faithfulness or disloyalty. So,
Faithfulness.
okay. You believe as you flee from the cellar back into the atrium, you are you see the same old man who interrupted your wedding. He's standing in the doorway. He looks at you with those same glassy yellow eyes and says, "Ma'am, I'm glad to inform you your husband is returning early. He bade me tell you, wait for him in his parlor. Please, proceed." And he will wave his hand towards the door, which had previously led from the Hall of Trophies. There is 1 key in your hand. You insert it into the lock. Open the door.
What the hell?
I got a peanut in my throat.
Of what?
He's been eating
It's
peanuts.
not a metaphor. It's
He's been eating peanuts and
literally-
it's got it stuck in his throat.
it's literally a peanut.
Mhm.
They make sprays for that.
Oh, it's just a nut that got stuck in your throat?
I just
Yeah,
do they work? Asking for a friend. Whew. Okay. Why did I eat another one? I'm a monster.
Because you're a freak.
why'd you swallow
Yeah.
without chewing?
The real horror story is just living my life. You approach the door, insert the key, and it leads you to a small hallway, a foyer. At the end of it, another door. You know instinctively that this door leads to your husband's parlor, the room which he had previously asked you to stay out of. Now, each of you gets to vote. Do you enter the parlor or peer through the keyhole?
Just,
Kick that shit down.
That's our only options.
I feel like just look through the key.
Okay. You look through the keyhole into the parlor. Animus, what do you see when you look into the keyhole? What do you lose?
I don't know. I'm going to say that what I see immediately goes from my mind as my eyes shake and roll in the back of my head, but I immediately lose some of the anger that I held onto so tightly.
So whatever you see within the keyhole, whatever horror or blessing it might be, you feel the anger drain from you. Is it a gift, an alleviation from the anguish under which you've suffered for so long? Or is it the inability to clutch at the outer edges of your own emotions, of your own heart? You can't decide, and to be frank, you no longer care. Now, Mother, what impulse kept you from entering that room? What in your mind made you decide to merely peer through the keyhole?
Pee in the keyhole?
My childhood. I was told to stay out of rooms. I didn't listen once. Now I do.
Nice.
The witch.
Huh.
How does the bride cope with what she saw through the keyhole?
She's like, I knew it. Fucking knew it.
A sense of relief, of agency in being affirmed, a sense of complete knowledge. And in that moment, you feel the hand of your husband land on your shoulder.
I scream.
Be at peace.
That's his
Be at
voice?
peace. Yeah.
Oh shit. He definitely has touched children. He's an old priest.
Oh shit.
Can't change it now.
Cough and say that.
You.
What's that kid doing in your office, man?
He just. Well, there's no kid in my office, first of all.
What was that noise?
My office has no children. It might be the only one without children right now. We can't see what's happening in your room, Sammy.
Hey.
We just got cartoons and shit in the background. A clear sign.
That's
No.
in Charles's room, right? That little girl?
Nope.
I'm
God,
just kidding.
nope. That's.
I like how it went from Bluebeard to Charles's room real fast.
Yeah, what the hell, guys? This is a game.
This is make-believe, guys. God damn it.
10 seconds ago, the villain was a pedophile. Now, and he embraces you and he says, "This was a test." And you hear chirping of songbirds in the background coming Maybe from the atrium that you were just in? It grows louder and louder and swells in the distance. I am glad I can trust you. I'm glad you know to put your faith in me. And he puts his other hand on your shoulder and begins to sort of lead you from the room, standing behind you, moving you forward. For the rest of your days, you shall have whatever reign you care to hear. And that sound of songbirds grows and grows until it seems to be fighting with him for your own attention. Your rooms will be ordained in whatever your heart's desires, and you will be freed from the ridiculous maze and torture that is this place. You put yourself in my hand, little bird. And now the sound begins to drown him out, begins to drown you out, so that all you have is the sound of the songbird. And I shall keep you in a pretty gilded cage. Roll Bravely is a fan production featuring the Pathfinder 2nd Edition role-playing system and is created for entertainment purposes only. All characters, adventures, and interpretations of game mechanics are our own creation and do not represent official Pathfinder content. Pathfinder and all related trademarks are owned by Paizo Inc. We are not affiliated with nor endorsed by Paizo Inc. Game content may include fantasy violence, mature themes, and improvised gameplay that may not be suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised. Thank you for listening, and please join us next time as we roll bravely on.